Good afternoon everyone, AnthWolf here, streaming live on Twitch, and once again the game of choice is even more Final Fantasy XIV. Let's take a small break. I decided to go grab myself something to eat, and we're going to continue the main storyline now. Let's wait for ourselves, wait for the queue to disappear. Get logged back in within the Rising Stones and see what the Scions have in store for us. Hello Serenity, thank you very much. I thought I was going to take an extra hour, but I thought I'd continue with the storyline a bit more, so I came back a bit sooner than I expected. Oh, getting relatively close to level 60 now. We still need to go deal with Odin at some point. We need to do the extreme primal fights once again, if we want some more of those arena tokens. Not keen on it, but we could do it at some point. Decisions. Yeah, let's just continue the main storyline. There's more side missions available, which we will have to do at some point, but... Actually, there's one we'll look at quickly. Let's have a pop outside. So we now have the Crystal Braves taking up some of the space here in the Rising Stones. The Ultimate Ballad. Alice would like to introduce you to someone. A minstrel seeking inspiration for his new ballad. We may not participate in what he asks, but we'll listen to what he has to say nonetheless. Now we've unlocked Ultima's Bane. We probably won't end up doing this, and I'm just going to find it here. The Minstrel's Ballad, Ultima's Bane. Inspired by the tales of your victory over Ultima Weapon, the wandering minstrel comes the relevant toll and has composed an epic ballad in your honor. However, as minstrels are wont to do, he has embellished certain details for dramatic effect. So I think it's kind of just like a more difficult version of the fight in the Praetorium. And I think it has certain different mechanics than we encountered in there. We might look at doing that in the future. It's something else I have yet to really experience, alike to the battle with Odin. Same with the Crystal Tower, which is another quest here in Revenant's Toll. If I was to ever do them, I'd probably want to do them as a DPS, where I wouldn't need to be so focused on a particular task. Normally, DPS are just focused on dealing damage to a particular enemy. Traitor in the Mist. Minfilia would have you assist Alphino in his new station as commander of the Crystal Braves. Okay, we need to offer our assistance to Alphino. And see if he would accept it, since he's refused one of the Scion's Archons. I see. Alphino has entrusted a task to Ilberd here.
Hail to you, sire. How might we serve you? Commander Leveilleur bade you serve us? These are welcome tidings indeed. Given the sensitive nature of the task, I could not rely on one of my own. That which I'm about to tell you, I tell you in the strictest confidence. Some days ago, we received certain documents from an anonymous source. They notified us of the presence of a Garlean agent within the ranks of one of the Grand Companies. Following some discreet inquiries, we identified a suspect among the Immortal Flames, whom we detained for questioning. Alas, the man was not our agent. He was but one of many men in the agent's employ. We pressed the traitor for a name, but he had none to give. He claims never to have met his master, whom he knows only as the Ivy. He was, however, certain that this Ivy had coiled itself around every part of the immortal flames. It would seem our quarry joined the company some time ago, and gradually recruited others to his cause. These conspirators are the vines by which he learns our secrets, all without exposing himself. It won't be easy to identify the Ivy amidst this tangled mass of subterfuge, but we have a tendril in our hands, and we shall follow it all the way to the gnarled root. Now, much as I would prefer to proceed with due discretion, circumstances demand that this matter be settled post-haste. Garlemald's War of Succession nears its end, and it is feared that the Empire will soon resume its march on Eorzea. When it does, we can ill afford to have traitors in our midst. The Ivy must be rooted out now. We must begin by apprising General Roban of our findings. I would ask that you accompany me to the Hall of Flames, and remain on hand to see that things go smoothly. Assuming the Ivy's tendrils are as widespread as we believe, he will be aware that an investigation is underway, and if that is the case, he may well move against us. We must be prepared for anything, while taking care not to betray our purpose by seeming prepared. A simple enough task for a one-man army like you.
Okay, let's go speak to the Flame General. So there's a Garlean trader within the Immortal Flames, and yet has a lot of agents of their own feeding him or her information.
Well, well, what brings you here, my friend?
He is here at my behest. Greetings, Roban. It has been a while.
Hilbert, you old scoundrel. When they told me you'd be visiting, I scarce believed my ears. But look at you, the honored captain of the Crystal Bloody Braves. Who'd have imagined, eh?
Not many, but fewer still would have imagined your destiny lay in politics, old friend.
Aye, we've both come far, have we not?
You two know each other.
Wonder. Hilbert and I go back a long way. We've been friends and rivals since we were lads. The last time we saw each other, Alamigo had just fallen, so you can guess how many summers it's been. And in all that time, not a word from the fool.
Ah, well, my dealings tended toward the modest and mundane, unlike some I could mention. As I hear it, no sooner did you reach Thanalan than the brass blades clapped you in irons and dragged you off to die on the blood sands. Being a stubborn sort, you won 1,000 matches and earned yourself a place in the people's hearts while you were about it. Then, with your mountain of prize money, you bought the Colosseum and secured a seat on the Syndicate. Those balls, brother! Rags to riches does not do it justice. You're a hero to the common man.
Bah, spare me. I am no hero. If anyone is worthy of that title, it's our friend here. Next to him, I'm little more than a glorified butcher. But you, Wilbert, you sell yourself short. By all accounts, you are an adventurer of some standing.
I like to think that I did my part for the greater good. But if you're no hero, then I'm no adventurer, not in this company. Anyway. I have tidings.
So there has been progress. I've let it be known that this meeting is a reunion between old friends. None will give your visit a second thought. To convene elsewhere would only attract attention. Let us speak here, in plain view of all. So it is we who have been compromised. Teleji Adeleji's machinations have shaken Ul'dah to her foundations. In such uncertain times, a man's loyalty may be bought for a fistful of gil. But if this snake has truly been in our midst for as long as you say, we must needs consider a far graver possibility. Conspiracy. Could it be that the monitorists have been in league with the Empire from the first? Very well. I will have my most trusted men investigate the matter. Continue your inquiries in the meantime. It does me well to see you again, old friend. When next we meet, let it be over a flagon of ale.
I look forward to it. Let us reminisce of bygone days, and drink to the future of our homeland. Flame General. You wear the mantle well, old friend. I must work hard if I'm to keep up. Well, it would seem your services were not required after all. I dare say we have Roban's prudence to thank for that. Still, I was glad of your presence. My thanks, Scion.
Now we got to know a bit more about Ilberd and Raubon at the very least. Back and forth. Ilberd is eager to continue his investigation into the Garlean spy known as Ivy. Where's your Stola gone? Oh well. How did the Garleans know how to ambush the Crystal Braves? We're a newly formed, or well, they are a normally formed organization. How did someone come to seek and gain knowledge of their movements already? That is certainly a question. Regardless, one of ours has been captured. We need to seek to free them. Okay, into the castrum we go to locate our missing Crystal Brave and hope she isn't in too bad of a state. Okay, time to cause a commotion to distract the Garleans. Okay, hopefully that was enough of a distraction. We've been asked to go over to Kurthus. Interesting. Okay, we'll look into that. Coming to terms. An influential Iscardian wishes to meet the Warrior of Light, and Alphinaud would like nothing more than to oblige him. The Ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. Sir Imric. Ah, okay, we did hear about the Commander of the Temple Knights. Unfortunately, near the end of the major story arc, we did see that the Holy See, the Pope of Ishgard, may be supported by the Ascians. The Archbishop. Some weird lag going on here. Keep an eye on that. A little bit of stuttering in the animations. Excuse me. Oh well. Off to go see the Lord of House Four Tomps once again. Yeah, ooh, what is this? How curious. Right, there's some latency issues happening, it seems. Which isn't ideal. It's taking a while to load as well. Let me just test my own net connection here. No, it seems fine on my end. And there's no dropped frames. I think it's actually the game itself. Yeah, everything else is running perfectly fine. Well, that's no good. And now we're stuck on this loading screen. Maybe we should have just teleported to Camp Dragonhead. We were going to do that anyway. We can open the menu. Oh, there we go. Well, it seems to be running smoothly again now. Oh well, hopefully that was just a temporary... As I say, hopefully that was a Not a fan of this. We'll keep it going and see what happens. If you have to take a break and maybe there's some sort of error on their side. No, it definitely seems like something's going on. We might need to take a break. Oh, well. Tell you what, we'll do that then. There's bound to be some issue on Square Enix's side. Say, I'll take a small break from this stream, and it's a shame. But when we come back, we'll be on our way to meet the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard. As Alphino mentioned, they've not really been keen to enter any diplomatic dialogue with any one of the Grand Companies or with the Scions. For them to approach us means they probably want our assistance in some way now, but we'll see what they want next time. As I say, apologies for this, it can't be helped, but as I say, when we come back we'll speak to this Sir Amaric and see what the situation is. So, I'll see you all next time. Until then, no. Bye bye now.